Hey everyone, how you doing? In today's video, we're gonna be talking all about my hair growth, what I've been doing to help it grow more, and a little bit of a curly hair routine update. I know a lot of you guys, whenever I talk about my hair, are like, film a video, film a video, film a video, but not too much has changed. It's been over a year, like a year and a half, of me using Vegamour, which has been seriously one of the main reasons why my hair has grown. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. So I just got out of the shower and I figured I would show you guys what I do when I'm fresh out of the shower with my hair. But before we do that, I want to actually talk to you guys about my hair growth process and what I've really done and how long the journey really is, and you kind of have to be patient. For me, I'm a very impatient person, and I feel like we live in a world where we want to see results instantly, and that's just not the case when it comes to hair growth and curly hair. So I'm gonna walk you guys through some photos to really show you the growth and just how long this journey really has been for me. My hair is something that I used to get nasty messages about all the time. I know my hair was bad, but it was one of my biggest insecurities and something that I received hate on almost every single day, or whenever I talked about my hair, I always was getting hate. So the fact that I'm receiving so many nice compliments now from you guys, and just even everybody messaging me and saying that they notice how healthy my hair has gotten, and just thank you, because I've done a lot of work on it and it's been a real 360 change with like how people used to like really me for my hair, and now how I'm basically like talking about my hair and the hair growth and the progress I've made. When I first started noticing my breakage and my damage, it was when I went brunette, and I was like literally addicted to extensions. And I think part of it had to do with the fact that like I was so self-conscious about my hair, and also receiving DMs about my hair didn't make me feel better about it. I started noticing it even more the more I wore extensions. And it's crazy because I was like convinced, oh, these extensions are safe, there's nothing wrong with them, and blah, 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 and I'm totally fine, and I'll just keep getting extensions, and I'll have extensions forever. But no, honestly, in a way, the pandemic saved my freaking hair, because I was on a fast track to nowhere and not stopping with the hair extensions. I first started noticing bald spots then, and I was noticing it in different areas of my head, like on the top of my head, at the hairline, at the sides. The sides of my hair were so thin that like even if I were to put it up, I would, oh my God, it was like atrocious. And when I took my extensions out and I saw the hair that was being like taken with it, because I had the keratin bonded extensions, oh my God, I will never wear them again. They are so dangerous for your hair, and I cannot believe that people actually use them. And if you do use them, please proceed with caution. Like, I cannot explain to you how much hair was ripped out with the extensions. So when my extensions were finally out and I cut my hair, I did the big chop because my hair was so freaking uneven. Like I was telling you, I had a lot of the breakage on the sides, where like the sides of my hair were a lot higher and farther up than the rest of my hair. My length was so uneven, and when I tell you I sat in the bathroom for like 5 hours cutting my hair, I waited till Riley went to bed to come out of the bathroom because I was so like self-conscious, and I felt like so much of my womanhood and my beauty was like stripped from me because I had relied so much on feeling better about myself through these extensions. And when I finally did the big chop, I was like, oh my God, you know how we get in our heads and you have anxiety, like, oh my God, Riley's not gonna like me anymore, I'm ugly now, like all these crazy things that just were not the case. And when I did the big chop, I was very, very nervous. And that is when I started experimenting with my curly hair. I let my hair air dry for the first time ever, and it had nothing to it but frizz and dryness. You guys can see in the photo, it really did not do anything. I even recently got on my Instagram stories and showed you guys my hair without any product in it and the curly journey that I've done. Now, the biggest thing that I did was, number one, stop the extensions. I haven't had extensions in my hair in almost 2 years now. And also, the second thing that I did was literally, I think it was like a good 4 months during the pandemic where I did not use heat. And if I do use heat now, it's very rare. And I always make sure to use my heat protectant. The heat protectant that I really like is from Baddie Boost, and it's their heat protectant spray. Baddie Boost is proud of its partnership with Metal Woman Inc., an organization enjoying and supporting women escaping dangerous and violent situations that have led to homelessness. Together we can make a difference. So that's also one of the reasons why I like to use this product, because I know that I'm using it for a good cause and that when I buy it, it's going to a good cause. Now let's move on to the product that has single-handedly changed my hair growth, changed my hair routine, has literally saved like my hair and my sister's hair. I'll even include her before and afters. Here are some before and afters for me, and that way you guys can really see with these photos. The product I use is the Vegamour Grow Plus Advanced Hair Serum. I buy this every month. I have it literally on auto pay, auto ship, and I've even gotten Riley on it now. I've gotten almost all my family members hooked on it. My sister is actually the one that introduced it to me. Her hair growth and her bald spots, it's like insane how much they healed, and I think it's honestly because of Vegamour. So this one is the one that has the cannabis sativa oil in it, so it's the Grow Plus. I know they have a couple of different things on their website, but this is the one that I like to use. And I'm gonna show you guys how I like to do it. And even if you go back and look at the video where I talked about my initial hair growth routine, look at how much my hair has grown. It's like literally down to my boobs now, and I'm just so happy. And I never thought that I was gonna be in a place where my hair would be the way that it is today. So what I do is I take a dropper's worth, about this much. Sometimes I do 2 depending, and I do this every night. You have to do this every night. You have to be religious with it, and I'm telling you right now that it takes about 3 to 4 months for you to see results. So you need to use it consistently for 3 to 4 months. So the way I apply it is in the areas where I am the most concerned. So for me, it's always been my hairline, so I just kind of squeeze out while I'm doing this. The top of my scalp is always very, very thin where my part is. We still got a little bit left in the dropper, so I'm gonna do the sides of my hair and the top again. Now, the next part is the biggest part, which is making sure your hair and your scalp is stimulated, basically making blood flow increase to the areas. I've used tools before, I've used my hand before, I've used a massage scalper, but I'm just gonna go in today with my good old-fashioned hands, because honestly, you don't need a scalp massager, you don't need anything really, but I just kind of go in and make sure I get blood flow to the area and really, really get my scalp stimulated here. This also is gonna help add volume for our curly hair as well. I do this for about a minute. Like, I'll do it for 60 seconds, especially in the areas where I applied the product, and I just rub back and forth. Sometimes I'll even go in with microneedling, but I've kind of taken it a little bit easy on the microneedling just because I feel like what I'm doing currently is working. Microneedling can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, so I don't want to encourage you guys to go out and get microneedling and do it yourself and, God forbid, add more damage to your scalp or your hair. So if you do microneedle, do it with caution, and please read up on it. That's it, y'all. That is literally it. It's as simple as this. And also, like I said, stopping with the extensions, stopping with the bleaching. Granted, yes, I know my hair is blonde now, but I haven't bleached it since July. And before that, I hadn't bleached it for over 1.5 years. And mixing it with Vegamour, like, I'm telling you, like, I wish I could buy stock in this company because that's how much I believe in it. And it's worked. Like, I swear, I mean, look at the before and after photos, you know? Like, it works incredibly. And I love, because I've had a few of my followers reach out to me and tell me and share their before and after Chafters with me, and it just makes me feel better that I can help you guys, you know? Like, I started my channel to help people and to make people feel beautiful, and that's like when I really feel the best, is when I'm able to help people. Now let's move on to my updated curly hair routine and what I like to do for that. So on my curly hair journey, one thing that I have noticed the most is when I am sleeping, I need either a silk pillowcase or a bonnet. Right now, I'm just using the silk pillowcase, but I did just Amazon order a bonnet. I'm very excited about it. Silk is the best for curly hair, so I wanted to point that out. And also another thing that I'm noticing is the front pieces of my hair, the very top front pieces, they are the ones that still have a lot to go on this curly hair journey, because that is the ones that were the most fried and dry. I mean, even if you look at it now, my hair still does look dry. I do use a lot of conditioning treatments. However, you want to make sure that you're not using treatments that are constantly filled with protein, because protein is actually going to make your hair more brittle and make it like string cheese and straw. So please make sure when you're doing a deep mask that it's not just protein, 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 keratin, protein, keratin, protein, because that's not good for your hair either. It actually will make it more brittle in time. And I think that's what was happening with me when I was using Olaplex. I'm not gonna lie there. Olaplex, I love this Olaplex product. This number 7, I'm gonna use it in a minute. However, the Olaplex mask, I really do feel like it made my hair worse. I did a collab with Mains by Mel and Amanda, so make sure you guys check out that video, because I learned a lot in that video, and I owe a lot of my curly hair journey and my curly hair products to them. If you've never watched them before, I will link their channels down below. They're incredible. They're also Italian, and they're just so friendly and kind, and they don't like gatekeep in the curly community, and they don't make me feel bad about not knowing how to style my curly hair. So one thing I learned from them is that your hair needs to be sopping wet before you style it. So I'm gonna go in now with my little spray guy. This is from Ikea. I know I need to get a continuous mister, I know. And I'm just going to wet my hair again. So now that our hair is wet, what I need to do for my specific hair type is I gotta brush it. If I don't brush it, it's a freaking rat's nest. So I brush it, I make my middle part, and I get ready to add the rest of my products. So what I go in with right away is the Curlsmith Weightless Air Dry Cream. I told you guys not a lot has changed. However, I know a lot of you want an update, so I'm updating ya. This is a product that I was introduced to by Mains by Mel and Amanda, so I'm still using it. I love it. I even use it when I'm not doing my curly hair routine. I just leave it as a leave-in conditioner. For me, what I've noticed is I'm using a lot less product from when I used to do my curly hair. So I only put this amount of product in, and I rub it between my hands. This is it, y'all. I use one hand for one side and one hand for the other side. So basically what I'm doing is just stroking it through my hair, and as I'm doing this, I'm also scrunching at the same time. And same thing over here. And the wetter your hair is, the better the better the curls will be. I know it kind of sounds like dumb and like kind of counterintuitive, but trust me, that is one thing I learned from Mains by Mel. And you want to hear like a sloshy sound. That's also what she told me. Like here, I wonder if I can get it. Now the next thing I do is I go in with my Pineapple Swirl Curl Defining Cream. I can't say enough good things about the pineapple curls from Pacifica. It is so affordable, and you can get it at the drugstore, you get it at Target, you can get it at Ulta. I love a curl cream. So what I do for this is the same kind of amount of product where you don't want to have a lot. So this is all the product I use for the curl cream. I'm gonna go like this. This is what it looks like. When I'm doing this, I open palm my hair. So basically what that means is I try to get the product on every part of the half of hair, and then I go in and start the scrunching process. And I do the same thing over here. just start to open palm it first. Make sure that there is product on every section of hair, and then I go in and I start to scrunch. You can always add more product, you can't take away. And if you have thin curly hair like myself, the more product you put in, the more it's gonna weigh down. So that's why I always say start with little, you can always add more. And now for this last part, we're gonna be using the Moroccanoil Curl Mousse. Oh, my curls do not look the same if I don't use this product, okay? It is a gift from Jesus himself. What I do is usually 3 pumps, so about this much, and I put it in between my hands. This is what it looks like. And I open palm again. So I kind of just, and I like to open palm at the top of my hair too. Just make sure I get it everywhere. And now we start to scrunch. Get the front of my hair as well. Do the same thing on this side. Just open palm it and start to scrunch it. Scrunch it louder, scrunch it louder. And one other major thing that I've been doing is I haven't been diffusing my hair as much. There's really no reason for it. I just feel like if it's warm enough, I won't diffuse. If it's chillier, now that we're in winter, I will diffuse. And I do notice like my curls are very different if I don't diffuse. They're not like, sometimes the diffuser can make my hair a little bit frizzy, so I have to be careful with that. For the most part, this is it with my curly hair routine. And once my hair dries, I like to go in with the Olaplex No. 7 bonding oil and just kind of break up any curls that are a little bit crunchy. So I'm gonna let my hair air dry and I'll be back to show you what I mean. All right, so we are pretty much air dried to the max. What I wanna show you is just the last step to help get out any crunchy little pieces. Basically, I'm going in with Olaplex No. 7. You guys see, like, I literally only have a little bit left. This is one of the Olaplex products that I absolutely love, can't live without. It's also a heat protectant as well. So what I do is I shake this like 3 or 4 times. I rub it in between my hands and warm it up. This is what it looks like. And I basically just use this in my hair to add moisture, to get out any of the crunchies. Also use it to tame any flyaways at the top. My hair can sometimes tend to be a little bit flat at the top, so I try not to put too many products up there. And here's our curly hair routine, you guys. I also just recently got a curly haircut. And basically what that is having the top pieces of your hair a little bit shorter. That way, it can curl a little bit better and make more of a rounded shape rather than just like a triangle shape, because I was for a minute having a triangle shape hair with just my hair all being one length. So having a little bit of that dimension and shorter pieces in there definitely helps out a lot. And I also kind of like separate some of my little bangy pieces that I have, make them come out in front a little bit more. And that's it, you guys. So I hope this video was helpful. Please tag me in any hair growth updates you guys have, any curly hair things that you guys do that this video can help you with. I love seeing your guys' results and seeing ways that I help you. Like, it means a lot to me. So thank you guys so much. I hope this video was helpful. And if you like what you see, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.